In this video from Reports Your Way, we're going to take a look at how to use the Jet Reports NP difference function. The NP difference function returns a list containing the difference between two other lists. Let's have a look at a simple example. Here we have two lists. Our JetNLRows function is using the NP difference function to figure out what is in list 1 but not in list 2. When we run the report, that's exactly what we get. Let's look at how we can apply this to a more real-world example. Let's suppose that we need a report to show sales for a particular number of periods that were made by customers who were new to our organization as of each particular period. Looking at the report in design mode, we have an options sheet which provides the viewer with the ability to specify the type of period to be used for the report. The report is pre-configured to use years, quarters, or months, the number of periods to include in the report, and the ending date for those periods. Looking at our summary sheet, first, let's use Jet's NP eval function to copy the information from the options sheet. Next, we compute the number of months our report will use. This is based on the number of periods and the period type. Then we use Excel's EOMonth, or end of month function, to work backward from the specified ending date to calculate the start date for the report. We then create a list of periods by using the Jet NP dates function with the start date, end date, and the period type. Then calculate the ending date for each period, and then get the new customer sales from the data worksheet for each period. Now let's take a look at those details. Don't be intimidated by the amount of information at the header part of the sheet. Most of these are really just simple calculations that we're listing in individual cells so they are easier to reference from other cells. At the top, we have once again brought the options over to this sheet. At the bottom of the Other Filters section, we are using the NL Sheets function to create a new worksheet for each period we need. At the top of the Other Filters, we need the start date for this specific period. But we already computed that on the summary sheet. Rather than recompute it again, which takes extra time, we can simply look it up on the summary. The Excel index function is a great way to do this. We tell the function the area to look at, which row of the area we want, this is simply the period we are looking at, and then which column from that row we want to display here, in this case, the second column. The next 4 lines use Excel's EOMonth and Jet's NP date filter function to calculate the ending date and date range for the current period and the prior period. This is important in order to determine if a customer is new for this period. Next, we compile a list of customers who had transactions any time up to the end of the period for this worksheet. This includes new and prior customers. Then we compile a separate list of all customers who had transactions anytime before the start of the period for this worksheet. Now we calculate the difference between these two lists. We will get yet another list of customers who only had transactions during this period, that is, the new customers for this period. Finally, it's a simple matter to use Jet's NLRows function to list out those new customers, look up the name of each, and sum up the total transactions for each customer during the specific period. When we run the report, we see that we added 107 new customers in period 2 and 27 in period 3. By going to the detail sheet for each period, we see the specific customers and their total transactions for the period. We've used just a few simple yet powerful Excel and Jet techniques to quickly calculate some valuable information. We hope you found this video from Reports Your Way helpful and invite you to view all the videos on our YouTube channel. Until the next time, thank you for watching.